supposed to come today, though.
Did you get it from Amazon, you said?
Yeah. Let's see.
Are we live right now?
Yeah, I'm just posting it.
I was going to tell you a joke, or not a joke, but what my son said to me yesterday. Super weird.
Okay, let me get my Batman drawing. This is what I'm gonna work on for the stream. Like, I can't really do much else to this right now until that ink comes in. This is nearly complete. Okay. Yeah, I was pretty happy with myself. Like, I got this sketch done while I was waiting to pick up Fallon.
Mm-hmm.
Got it done in about maybe like 10 minutes.
Oh, nice.
It's kind of moving quick. I felt pretty good during it. Let me find the David Finch picture so I can just show everybody while I'm... No, wait, that's not. Why isn't... There. Maybe I should find this on Facebook, actually, because I think the image is actually bigger on Facebook. There we go. And I'm just going to screenshot this. Okay, so if you're watching what I'm working on, we're still doing some study stuff, some practice stuff, which is really what this stream's all about. Oh, I need to move my camera. Okay. So I'm working on this. Decided this is my favorite artist. It's kind of hard to see there, but David Finch does these paintings, and he did this painting of Batman. His painting's really great, and I really like the color on this, so what I'm going to try to do is replicate that with my Copic markers. And hopefully just learn something about color while I do this. Ryan, what are you working on?
I was just gonna do some more like skull kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I was pretty happy with this one because I put the lines in and everything, but uh, I was really trying to think about like the bone structure underneath and then lining the bone structure up with my lines. And when I put in the eye sockets, dude, like I don't know, it just did something to the point where I was like, oh my God, I see this a lot better than if I'm just trying to make some eyeballs real quick. Because I had never put like the eye sockets in, the shadows and stuff like that before when I've done like a face or something. But I noticed what was really neat about it when I did it. I automatically knew where that eyeball set, like the circle, you know. And then when I put the circles in, I was like, holy crap. So now I've already got that top eyelid where the eyelid's resting above the eye and it kind of creases and goes where the skin creases from the very top of the eyelid to the pretty much at the brow. And I don't know, it was crazy. It was like one of those aha moments. It was like, oh yeah, this is way easier to do it this way. But
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I like those aha moments. One of my friends says, "Why can't I comment live?" I don't know. Let me text him back. I don't even know if he's still watching. Whoever's on right now, can you comment? There's no comment section. Okay. He says there's not a comment section. Let me look at the stream from my computer. What? He texted me, like, I guess because I called him one of my friends. He says, "Fuck you." I'm like, well, are you not my friend?
who is it?
Maybe he's upset I didn't call him one of my best friends. Nick, you're one of my best friends.
Do you know who it
That's
is?
good enough for you. Like, Nick, if you're on PC, like, isn't there a little comment section to the right of the video? Just gonna try the app. Bye, babe. Love you too.
Bye.
Okay. All right, trying to figure this out. And I know he just wants to comment something smartass in there, but that's fine. I'm perfectly fine with you being a smartass. Or inappropriate, whatever. There he goes. He found it. All right. Look at that. There, Nick. I highlighted your post, your comment.
Oh yeah, there it is.
And I think he put in a bunch of emojis. They just come in as text. Like colon, elbow. Here, let me show you what these look like, Nick. That's what your emojis look like. All right, right, Nick. So you're gonna post your inappropriate comment now? He's always got something smart to say. But that's what I love about him. All right. So yeah, as you can see, I sketched in this Batman, or David Finch's Batman, on some sketch paper. So I'm going to just color in with Copic markers. I'm going to erase these lines a little bit to lighten them up, just so my markers don't smear them around, which might make it hard for you guys to see, but tough shit. I'll try to leave them a little bit darker, but because I'm going to need to see what I'm doing as well. But just going to lighten them up. Oh, thanks, Nick. I appreciate your support, buddy. He put a link in his Instagram for us. I hate that Instagram, though, like, you have to... Oh, you watched the Nolan trilogy this week. Tried watching Batman '89. Oh, and he says, make sure my Batman is really hung, though. I'll do that.
You mean bigger bulge?
Yeah. Just a big old bulge in his crotch.
I imagine Batman's got to have a pretty big wiener to do the stuff he does. I mean, he's got to
It's
be
gotta
pretty
like really uncomfortable for him, though, in that tight suit.
That's true. He's probably got some gadget that holds it really well, you know.
Just a cup, big old roomy cup.
Yeah.
That it can just kind of swing around in.
Man, just think how awkward it'd be for what's that dude that makes all that stuff for him?
Oh, Nick, what's the guy's name who Morgan Freeman's character in the Batman trilogy? That makes all the cool stuff for him, that works for him at Wayne Enterprises. Fox. Is it Lucius? Is his first name Lucius?
Oh, Lucius.
Luscious. More like Luscious.
Yeah, but think how weird that'd be. He's like, hey, I got a problem with the bat suit. Oh, yeah, what's the problem? Well, I'm kind of blessed down there. Oh, really? It's like, I need something to hold it. And he's like, okay. For me to do my job really well, I might have to see how big this dick is. You're going to have to show me, Bruce.
All right, I'm just going to go for this. Like, I'm going to start with the background for once. So I've got this orange, it's just straight up orange Copic marker. I'm just going to color in around them. So this was what I was talking about before, Ryan, like, I've gotten just more comfortable with these. So, like, I know I can lay in this orange, and, like, it's like, I don't know if you call that more saturated than what's in his, and it's hard to tell because of the phone, but, like, all right, Nick's got to go, coach. Bye, Nick. And tell me what Batman '89 is too. Like, I don't know what Batman '89 is.
Is that the? It might be a a movie cartoon or whatever.
Yeah, he said he watched the Nolan trilogy again this week. Tried watching Batman '89. Painful. Oh, 1989. Batman from 1989. God, I'm so dumb.
Okay. 1989, is that the...
It's the Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton one.
Yeah. So, Nick's like... 26, 27, I think. And so like really old movies for him, just
Yeah.
he doesn't he's never like impressed with. But for me, I still like the Michael Keaton's Batman, and you know, a lot of people do. But I don't know, like the older films for him just they gotta hold up pretty well, I think, for him to enjoy them.
Yeah, he doesn't have that attachment kind of.
Yeah, yeah, it was funny, like him and Andy. So Andy is his business partner at Camo Fitness, where I go do my coaching or my training, not my coaching, where I go work out. And I'm gonna switch to the broad tip on this. So they do a podcast called Breathe, Move, Adapt. So if you guys are watching and you haven't like a fun, entertaining broad podcast, like Breathe, Move, Adapt is really fun. It's kind of a CrossFit podcast, but really you don't have to like CrossFit or even do CrossFit to enjoy their podcast. They're just both hilarious. There's another guy on their podcast, Brandon, that he's a chiropractor, and he practices out of their gym. So it's just really entertaining, and they touch on CrossFit a little bit, but not too much. But they talk about like a lot of pop culture and stuff. But anyway, they did a top 10 movies, and not necessarily like the top 10 best movies ever made, but like your favorite like top 10 movies. And they got to my list, and they just they like feigned being impressed by it, I think, just to like be kind of nice to me. But like you could tell, like, because I had like Goonies on there, and Predator, and Aliens, and Jaws, and just like all these old classics that I just love. Because like you said, it's kind of what I grew up watching, and just part of, you know, my pop culture.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they were like, yeah, that was a good list. Yeah, good list, Mike. We had 2 viewers. Now we're down to none. That's okay. I'm glad Nick hopped on. Oh, man, it goes a little higher.
So I went and got bought my first suit yesterday, Coach.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
For what?
I got invited to a kind of like a dinner type thing. Kind of a really, what do they call it? A gala.
Oh, okay.
And so I got invited to it, but I didn't know what kind of apparel it was, you know. And the guy told me, he was like, oh, yeah, it's kind of suit, you know. I was like, oh, I don't have a suit. So he's like, oh, you could wear slacks and a, you know, thing, and a blazer. And I was like, well, I don't even have a blazer that goes with my slacks, you know. So anyway, I was like, you know, I should just get a damn suit. So I went out and got a tailored suit, Cost me $500, but man, it sure is nice. Real nice.
Well, that's good. Like anytime I need a suit to go somewhere or for a special event, occasion, I wear the same suit that I wore for my wedding. I'm going to reorganize all my markers. Like they're all laid out here on my desk. I try to be good and like take one out and put one back in when I'm done with it. Eventually they just all end up on my desk. Let's see.
All right. I'm checking something before I draw my face.
Now who's watching? Comment, please. Interact. At that rate, subscribe to our channel. Then you'll know every time we go live without having to rely on Facebook.
Is that how people know if they subscribe to the channel and it tells them that we're live or something?
Yeah, usually I think default, it'll give them notifications. Like when we start a new video. They can turn off that notification though, if they want. All right, I'm gonna start coloring Batman in. And I think since he's got some like warmer tones, like kind of around all the shadows of his suit, around his torso and arms, I'm gonna go with a warmer gray just as a base. So I'm just gonna start. I'm gonna use my broad tip, fill it in. I'm kind of like, what I've been doing lately is just kind of trying to follow the form of like the muscle groups as I do this. Because like even like the same color marker will like saturate. If you keep layering it over it, it'll just layer and layer and saturate that area more. So like you can see, like it's I already got some shading there just with the same marker color. But then I can just do like some quick strokes just to keep the color at base. But yeah, sometimes I like to go in like thin like this and hit some of the like line weight stuff. Then go over it with the marker.
Probably shouldn't have picked this picture because I can't even. Half of her face is just shadow. I guess it's fine, but it doesn't really work too well with trying to study something.
Oh, 1 second. Someone's here to pick up some hot sauce. Be right back. What's up, Alan? Good, how you doing? Good. How much? Yeah, it is.
If you run across any, what do you call those pipes that we use?
Those were assault bikes.
Yeah. If you run across and use some stupid,
Yeah.
let me know. Just not sure. I mean, just that growing itself gets old.
Right. Yeah, I use an Echo bike. You want to look at it real quick? Okay. Yeah, it does. So, our stuff's in the garage here.
So, wonder if I can do it a different way. There's my lines. So, my lines are there. Let's just go. Follow those same lines, Should be good, right? Here's the socket. The socket toe.
Yeah, that range. I can send you a link. It's on their road. They might be doing a Black Friday sale. I think they're currently doing it. Let me.
I'll double. Yeah, I'll check.
I can. I'm doing a live stream right now, but
Let them put a roof on that second home.
Oh, you did? That
Fucking
sucks.
expensive.
Jeez.
At this time of the year too, right?
Yeah.
Christmas and everything.
Let's see if they're on. I don't know if they're on sale. Oh yeah. So, well, not too big of a discount. Looks like $50 off.
That's not, maybe wait a little bit for $50.
I mean, I don't think they really discount any other time of the year, really.
Well, they might
So-
closer to Christmas. I'm in not a hurry, but
Yeah, and they're pretty easy to put together. But you can get all these different accessories for them too. They're separate, but you can get like a water bottle holder. You can get like a cell phone holder. Those are all extra, and then the little fan cards, so extra.
that's good.
Yeah, I recommend it for the winter. I mean, if you're doing it indoors, though, it's probably not too bad. Does it get cold in your workout room?
I just shut the vent. It was getting too hot.
Oh, nice.
I mean, which is good. We're
Yeah.
trying to figure out the right, remembering to close the ones downstairs, so keep the heat out.
Yeah. But yeah, those are what I recommend. I just think they're way better than assault bikes.
Yeah, they seem sturdier for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
way sturdier and quieter, and
I think I could keep it in the corner closest to where where I project you. We don't really put anything there
yeah, okay.
because
Yeah.
we don't have a huge space. Otherwise, I gotta put it in a different place and wheel it out when I want to use it.
Yeah, they are. I'd say the only downside is they're a lot heavier. Not like, I think in total they're about 100 pounds.
That's okay.
So they're heavier, but they got wheels on them. You can just tilt them and move them.
If I need help if I get it and need help putting it, can I hire you?
I'll come help you. Yeah, yeah. They're not terrible to put together. Like it'll come in a big old box. It'll come in some separate pieces. So like, the main drive, all this is one piece.
Yeah.
Then you just gotta lay it and put it on top of the little legs there, and then put the arms on and the display. But that's it. Like you don't have to worry about putting anything else together.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be good for my foot that what I was telling you, it was like weird.
Yeah.
It's a bit better. I'm not walking weird now. It's just it might be good to as an alternate thing for me.
Yeah. I
And
would
my
say so.
wife would do it too, or Jan would do it too. As something she likes the rowing. I mean, she's not cranking on it, but
Right. No, you don't have to.
no, she likes it. So this would give her an option because it does the arms, which she likes to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. It may have to wait a little while.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all right. Just let me know.
Yeah, in December,
if
I
and when
have
you get
we booked a trip to Hawaii almost 9 months ago. December 15th to the 23rd, something like that. It's a short thing.
Okay.
We had free tickets, and our friend had rented a condo and said, "It's 2 bedrooms. You want to come?"
Nice.
So even free tickets, though, to get a little leg room, it still wound up costing us $600
Yeah.
because of everyone ripping everybody off.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
When the kids get out, are they out all week?
I think they're out next week. I have no idea really. I just know Alex kept telling Grayson, "Oh, you're off all next week. Come on, let's get out. Let's finish the week out."
Yeah.
So,
They have to go to, our grandkids go to Tuesday.
Oh, really?
What's in there?
This Mavis.
Is it a snake?
It's a tortoise,
Oh,
red-footed tortoise. He's in his little hut right now, sleeping. I've got a little heat mat under there, so he'll burrow himself
that's good.
into the bedding, and he likes it where it's kind of warm and humid.
I guess some gifts. So,
Oh yeah.
how's it going?
Oh, it's fine. I think I'm gonna look into maybe co-packer make my stuff. So it's kind of a big investment though. It's like,
They take
well, I think how it works.
you have to have a certain quantity. So,
Yeah, they require they have a minimum amount that they make. And I think how it works is you pretty much just pay them to make all that, and then now the product's mine, and I just take it and sell it however I can until I need more. I think that's how it works. So there's this one company I reached out to, and they don't make hot sauce yet, but in like 6 to 9 months, they're gonna have these big old kettles. Yeah, she said basically they would require 3 kettles per flavor, which would make like 9 pallets of each flavor. I'm like, so I asked her like, well, how much volume is that? How many gallons? It's like 750 gallons of hot sauce. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to save up or find somebody to invest in that, like at least initially, to help me get going. But I don't know. I found I don't actually enjoy making the hot sauce myself.
yes, it is.
Yeah, just a lot of cleanup and stuff. So I don't know. I feel like if I could get somebody to make it for me, then I'd be much happier. Just yeah, and because also right now it's not like bringing in income. So I think I'm gonna look at getting like maybe a part-time or a full-time job, and then kind of do that on the side until it builds up. So
Makes sense.
yeah, and we're okay right now, but it'd just be nice to be more comfortable, right? Like financially. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on it. Just not rethinking my plan. So
Good though.
yeah, I appreciate it. Glad you guys like it. So thanks for buying it.
I like it. It's good.
Good.
Uh,
All right, stay
all
warm.
right, take care.
Yeah, me too. See you Tuesday. All right. Okay. Now I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Sorry, I'll be right back.
Jesus, coach. Selling drugs. That's the case, then this would come up to here. Come up to there. There's no top lip on this. No top lip. That does not come out. This needs to be back farther. And just in case. Needs to be way higher.
And then I'm gonna get some coffee.
Ooh, good choice.
Okay. I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay. I think this was the marker I was using. Aaron gonna jump in and watch us today?
Probably not.
Loser.
Man, this girl has. She
Are we
has
too
no
liberal?
top lip.
Sorry.
What's that?
Are we too liberal for Aaron now? I'm just kidding. We don't have to talk about that.
No, I think he just like. Well, I think it's he's not an artist, so it's kind of. Oh, I wouldn't say. It's kind of boring for him.
He seemed to be having fun talking to us the other day.
Yeah.
I feel like he likes interacting. Sorry, what were you saying?
What was I saying?
Something about the girl you're drawing?
Man, she has like no.
Boobs?
She just doesn't have any like really defining features. So it's like she has no top lip. And it could be the angle too. But her bottom lip is really odd. I don't know if she just didn't put her lipstick on very well. Because it looks like she has lipstick on. I don't know if you could see, but it's not quite.
Yeah, I think it's the angle. I think she's got like thin lips, and that angle just makes it make her look like a bird.
Yeah.
That's a hard angle though to draw. So it's a good thing you're practicing it.
Yeah, it's super hard. I'm trying to get to a point where I can, like I was saying before, I have a problem with when I drew and I was really young when I started drawing. I didn't have any classes or anything. Like nobody showed me what to draw, so I always started with the eyes. And then, like I said, the middle of the face, the nose, and the eyes. And once I got those set, I did everything else around it.
Yeah.
And I struggle so bad with doing the whole like circle and then getting there and then putting, okay, this is where the eyes go in the mouth. And it's just like, I don't know why I struggle with it so bad. It's almost like if I just get the eyes right, I can judge with how big those eyes need to be. And it's like I envision like, okay, if I make these eyes this big, the face is going to be this big. So then I know how to just like do the eyes. I don't know. The eyes and nose. And then everything else just like grows around it.
Yeah.
And it's so hard for me to like, okay, let me make the face. Well, because I just feel like I'm working backwards, like intuitively for me. But I have to break that. I have to like.
Yeah.
I don't have to.
So like when I was younger doing this stuff, I would always pretty much start with the face and the eyes and then go from there and like draw basically, head first and then torso, arms, then legs. But then I found like the more I started doing like especially like the gestures of like David Finch's stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The more I started to, I would draw like a big old kind of circle for the chest first, and then start kind of blocking in the arms and the legs, and then and now I'm doing like the head last for the most part. Like sometimes depending on the pose, like I'll go ahead and draw like a just a circle for the head, just so I can kind of visualize my placement there, kind of about where it's going to be and like the size. But like I don't kind of get very detailed in the head until almost the very end. Like on this sketch I did, the face was the last thing I drew in.
Really?
But and I find especially for hands, now I like hands I used to draw in last, but like now I've been doing hands pretty early, like even before I do my arms. Like I'll kind of rough in about where I want my arms, but I'll like kind of put my hands in there first, because then like I can adjust how the arms get to the hands. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So the hands will dictate like how the arm placement's going to be, instead of like my arm placement dictating where my hands are going to be. And I find that like for proportions and stuff has worked much better for me. Just knowing where my hands are going to be. And then I'm like, okay, well, like you can pretty much put the hands anywhere within reason and draw the arms accordingly to fit where the hands are going to be, right? Or to accommodate the hands.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that makes sense or not, but
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think that's actually like that. If that's the case, that all needs to. Yeah, because it's really hard. Because like, it's now that I'm doing the circle thing, you know, like I'm thinking of way more things rather than just like measurements. I'm actually thinking 3-dimensional. So it seems like it's helping with the understanding of of proportion, but just in like a really frustrating way for me.
yeah.
Because this girl's
Yeah.
like really far down.
I think you'll get the hang of it, because it was kind of hard for me at first too, and now it's like I pretty much default to that, you know, kind of blocking in everything first and then those smaller details I kind of put in last.
This goes this way. Kind of like that. She's looking down. That's the case. We get these guys. And this would be like that. Which is about right. This would be. pretty sure that would be this. And if that was the case, that'd be just here. I would imagine would go in.
Excuse me.
She is very round face. It almost goes like this.
I like listening to you talk to yourself.
Do you really, or are you just being?
No, it's kind of fun. Like, because as you're sorting things out in your head and just kind of figuring out, placement of everything.
I really think what would help me is making a round ball and keeping it up here, and then just tilting it the way I want it, and be like, okay. And then just being able to tilt that ball after a while. I think I'd be able to. I need to do that. I should probably go do that.
A lot of artists will keep a skull. Like, you can find, I think you can just pick up a skull from Hobby Lobby or something, or the art store as a reference. Or they even have those little maquettes or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Where it's the a little wooden posable figure. It's
I got this guy, but I don't know. It's kind of like.
Oh yeah, those. I
It
never
works
picked
well.
one up. I think it can give you the general shading, but at the same time, I feel like, if you know your light source, I don't know, because that figure is basically just tubes,
Mm-hmm.
and tubes are probably the easiest thing to shade, right? So if you can just think of your subject as tubes, then I feel like those maquette things are just kind of pointless sometimes. I've also tried some apps. They make some apps on your phone that you can have figures and pose them. I used one of those for one drawing, but it was just so frustrating because you have to sit there and pose them on your phone to get the perfect shape that you want. Then you got to go through and adjust the lighting or whatever on the app, and I'm just God damn it. I feel like I'm just going to be more efficient if I just kind of wing it,
Mm-hmm.
I just discovered my cape's way off here. Should be down here. This marker's drying out now. That sucks.
Uh-oh. So if that's the nose, then this is going to be the mouth. And that's going to be the chin. Yeah, that's got to be. Still might be too far, but so let's draw these eyes focus here.
Shit. Okay, let's see. What else now? Kind of block in some blues, I think. See how this blue looks.
Yeah, it's crazy. One thing that I need to remember too, drawing all this, is not only do you have to get not only do you have to get the lines right of like the segments and when something's bent and it's kind of going in from the bottom, but also when something's protruding, you know what I mean? So like the nose that protrudes out.
Yeah.
You could have the lines going here, but then when it bends, like here's the line for your nose, but down here, since the nose it's going to be poking out a little bit. So now it's like bent in as well. It's weird to think about like how something protrudes, and then also you have to find that like foreshadowing, or not foreshadowing, but like the receding item that's poking out. Like I don't know, it's just a lot to and then my mind just is like goo after a while. But I think I'm getting better. It's just I have to get past that confusing part in my mind. Like, don't make it harder than it has to be. You know?
Yeah. All right. I'm just going to color this in. completely here.
Here pretty soon, I do want to just do something that's I wouldn't say more fun, but something that's a little bit. I feel like I'm sticking really close to. Um, Not necessarily. Man, this is looking like a man.
It's a man, baby.
I'm sticking really to the fundamentals, and I feel like I need to. I would like to do something more fun, comic booky, playful type of thing because.
Well, I think you should. I think you should do like just kind of practice like a lot of different stuff, you know?
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like if you just do all practice stuff all the time, and then you don't get to like apply that to like kind of a final fleshed out thing that you'd like to do, like you don't really kind of see the progress, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I would say, I mean, I think I could still see the progress, but I'm not challenging myself. You know what I mean? Like I'm not applying what I'm learning. I'm
Yeah,
just
yeah, I
kind of
guess
like,
that's what I mean. Yeah, it's like, yeah, you're not
yeah,
getting to apply it. And I feel like you should be able to apply it like on occasion. You know, still stick with definitely getting your studies in and the practice, but also applying that, just like you said.
and I'd really like to learn my style. Like I'd like to develop a style, at some point. I think I know what style I already lean towards. Um, I would just like to push that more. I'd like to.
Yeah.
And I'll be completely honest. I'd be lying if I said that scared I'm not scared to dive deep into like the comic books. I wouldn't say comic book style, but I'd be lying if I told you I'm not scared, or yeah, that I'm not scared of diving into something and creating something, because I am.
Yeah. That's out. That's, I was scared of doing that too with the Dungeons and Dragons stuff. But then I just kind of was like, you know what, fuck it. Like, if it turns out pretty bad, then at least I learned something from it. Then like I was like, okay, I got one done. That wasn't too bad. But then like he would give me another one to do. I'm like, oh Jesus, this one's gonna be super tough, like way harder than the last one. It's like each one that he's given me has been like harder. Like but then I don't know if that's just because I'm kind of like learning as I go, and maybe it's like I just feel like it's maybe harder because I'm like trying to challenge myself with each one more. I don't know, but I guess I don't even have this leg in view, do I? But yeah, I think being scared to do it is perfectly normal. But just put on your brave face. And that's kind of what I told myself, was just like, just realize that what you create may suck, but at least you're learning along the way. And
Yeah, and I think I need to do some more creative stuff too, because like doing more creative stuff will relax you. Like, for instance, I'm trying to get every single little thing right on her face, so I could make sure. But in comic or just like more of a stylized stuff, you can just kind of accentuate things rather than like they don't have to be completely. I'm not looking at a picture and trying to get it completely perfect. I'm just trying to get the feeling, or and then learning how to accentuate stuff that I want the viewer to see. And I feel that's what comics do really well, is it's like, hey, here's Batman looking badass. When it's just like, okay, well, what makes this badass? It's the, like, for instance, the color of the fist kind of going in. It's a whole nother dynamic of not just trying to get proportions right, but trying to get a feeling to come across through the artwork,
yeah.
And I'm doing that with portraits. I'm trying to get her feeling to come through, but I can do that without trying to get it perfect, if that makes sense,
Right. Yep. Exactly.
Those are nice little sockets in there. Nice little
Let's see. Probably getting a little carried away on just like this one section.
Oh, it's
But
good though.
I really like this leg that he did. You might say I'm really drawn to it.
Yeah. this is getting there. This lady's. That's pretty dynamic. Eyebrows. Man, I got a Christmas postcard kind of thing. I got a little job for. Well, it's not really a job. I do it for Karen's mom for free
Yeah.
at church, and like they.
Oh, that's right. You're gonna do Jesus busting off off his crucifix.
Merry fucking Christmas.
I'm alive, motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's oh shit. Oh god, I got stretch. They offer, or they asked me, they're like, hey, would you ever want to do something? And I was just like, oh, sure, you know. And I was like, show me what you got. And when I saw what they got, I was like, I should probably do this from now on. It was just like, it, you know, I mean, it was just like publisher stuff. They just threw pictures, you know, pics I found online, and, you know, what do you call that kind of art? But anyway, I was like, oh boy. I was like, yeah, I should probably help out with that. So
Yeah.
I did like a Easter one, and like I actually don't mind doing them, but it's kind of hard to design something that you're like, I mean, I'm not atheist or anything, but I'm not like super excited about Jesus, you know. I guess what I'm saying is like, I'm not like super, you know, if you were to tell me like, oh hey Ryan, by the way, you can do this, or like you like drawing Batman or something. It's just like, oh yeah, I got some ideas in my head. Then it's just like, hey, draw Jesus. It's like, well, I am like, you know, it's just like, how do I
Yeah.
do this? You know, and it's a whole bunch. It's not like it can be fun. It's a whole bunch of old people that's going to see this. You know, so I have to like, I have to really think about what I got to make. You know, and
Yeah.
it's, I don't know. So my ideas to like my creative ideas just don't flow out of me, you know. It's just kind of like, oh, okay.
Right.
But yeah, but I mean I'm happy to help, and
Yes, but it's not doing anything. Break out the colorless blender.
I think I can already tell I did the nose too far down. I think I need to bring these. Yeah, I need to bring these eyes down, which makes sense because I thought they were a little close to the.
this. Abdomen next.
That's better. Oh my gosh, Coach. So I'm gonna get you something for Christmas.
Oh yeah.
I think you're gonna love it. It's just something I was randomly like walking around the store. I was like, "Holy shit, is this real?" So I stopped and looked at it. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, Coach has got something. Come in. I can't tell you if it's good or not, but you just have to open it up and. I almost want to open it up myself just to check it out, but I might do that. You might get an open package.
Damn it! Does that mean I have to get you something now?
No, you don't have to. This is a total joke. You don't have to do anything. It's just something that was just like, yes, this is. I had no idea this was real. Like I didn't know. I think you'll understand when you get it. So you need to send me your address.
All right.
I could probably find it in my history, but I'm too goddamn lazy. I think you'll get a kick out of it. Especially if you actually use it. Oh man, that would be so awesome. And then you'd have to tell people like, "Oh yeah, what is that?" You're like, "Well, actually, it's so and so." It's like, "Oh yeah." Okay, I think this is starting to look like a woman. I really had to put those eyelashes in there because this was driving me nuts. See, like I'd love to stylize these eyelashes, you know. Like I'd love to play around and be like, oh, okay, how interesting can I make these eyelashes, you know?
Yeah.
Rather than just like, oh well, it's gonna be that.
Yeah, I think I'm finding like the reason I like to do like Copic markers, like like Finch, for example, he loves to do inks and finish all of his drawings with inks, and he doesn't really do much color. Not that I'm great at coloring, but I think what I like about the Copic markers is like I don't have to worry about like cross hatching and stuff.
Oh.
And which I currently just suck at. So it's something I've been practicing like in my car.
Cross hatching?
Yeah. I'm trying to do it with get good at it with pencils first.
Oh yeah. I could see if you didn't get good with it at pencils first, it would be fucking frustrating doing it like with pen.
Yeah,
It's like, God damn it, that's not at all what I want to fucking look like.
exactly.
Yeah, dude, I hated pen when I was in drawing class, but I actually grown accustomed to like it. But I never did any type of uh, pen work on top of pencil. It was always sketching with it outside, and like, dude, I really enjoyed it after a while. Like, I was like, oh, so I can be all fucking messy with this and not worry about it. But then when you start like telling me to be tight with a pencil or with a pen, and you're like, okay, like the comic book, like, Finch and all them, it's just like, oh fuck, I'm afraid, I'm afraid to like fuck it up,
Right.
But yeah. Are you enjoying it? Like, I mean, do you feel like you're enjoying it or?
My practice for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes I'll kind of get like a couple good practices in. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of happy with that, but like it's still just like I just feel super awkward with it, and like just my line work, I'm just like, it just looks to me like it's not good at all. I'm just I don't know how to describe it. It just looks crappy.
Do you think a lot of that has to do with maybe like the almost like you're not how should I say this? Hold on here. Got this in my brain here. That a lot of it is the like the like how you do line weight with pencil,
Yeah.
pushing it down and then lifting it up, kind of getting those really nice kind of things. Do you think a part of it is that?
Yeah.
A little
I
bit
mean,
that
I'm sure
maybe.
part of it's just like not.
Do you? I guess I should say this. Do you feel like it's not clean? Like, what exactly do you feel is the
I just
why
don't like
you don't like it?
the look of the cross hatching
Oh, okay.
that I do. Yeah, and sometimes it's not clean, but sometimes I'll be like throwing my lines, and like one line's just kind of out this way, and another line's like out that way,
Oh, gotcha.
and it just my lines just aren't consistent. So that's why I've been practicing with pencil, because I kind of suspected that could have something to do with it. Like because I'm fine shading with a pencil, like when it's you're trying to do like realistic shadows, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But when you're trying to replicate like probably what would be appropriate for like if I was doing pencils and I had an inker, like from what I understand, you can't just like shade like how you're doing, because now the inker doesn't know what the hell to do with it.
Mm-hmm.
That's funny. Even Finch had mentioned in that live stream he did when he was doing the Batman and Spawn, because you would watch that, right?
Mm-hmm.
There was at one point somebody had asked about inking. And he's like, yeah. And he was kind of showing them, I think, some cross hatching stuff. He's like, but yeah, if you're you really need to nail down your pencil, because if your pencils aren't there, then you're not going to get inks. I was like, okay, that's kind of what I suspected.
Yeah, doing this girl any justice.
Huh?
I'm just not doing this girl any justice. She never sees this.
Maybe she wasn't such a shitty model.
You're right. It's all her goddamn fault.
Yep. Shitty model, give me this stupid angle to draw from.
So, you excited about new Spider-Man? Have you heard some news about it?
The game?
Yeah, I heard it's going to come a little bit quicker than we think. They're farther along than what people thought, I guess.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool, Coach. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I still need to get a PlayStation 5, so.
You better get it for the price increase.
Yeah, I know. It's staying low for now in the U.S.
I think they're going to raise it after Christmas.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I think you're right. I would agree with you there.
Dude, I just I'm not like a Sony fanboy or anything, but I just have a hard time with, like, of course, my Xbox pooped the chute, so
Right.
I sold it. But Xbox, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not like a Sony fanboy or anything, but man, Xbox didn't have any games that were just like, oh man, Xbox exclusive, or something. It's gonna be pretty good. It's like,
Yeah, they don't really have any good exclusives, like third-party exclusives.
mhm.
And that's where like Nintendo and Sony just. I think I saw like on Reddit that like some upcoming game awards or whatever. Like all the nominees or whatever, like are all Sony and Nintendo, and like none for Xbox.
Yeah. I think what they have to do, I mean, I'm no fucking CEO or anything like that, but they need to start investing in I mean, they have invested in but I think they just gotta let go a little bit and just let their developers just make some shit, or I don't know. Like I just don't know. I don't know if they're being tight with that kind of stuff, or like, hey man, don't get too crazy here. We don't need a. I don't know, but I just feel like they need to.
I don't think they are. I think it's that Sony bought up a lot of the really great third-party developers.
Are you saying they should get a little bit more better talent, kind of maybe, or?
No, I mean it's nothing to do with like Microsoft's developers, but it's just like they, like Naughty Dog and stuff. That Sony owns them, and they bought them up. So like, since they're owned by Sony, like they can't make games for
Mm-hmm.
Xbox. I think Microsoft just kind of shit the bed when it came to purchasing some of these up and coming developers.
They bought some they bought ZeniMax and everything, which I was just like, oh okay, well, they're gonna have whatchamacallit, but even ZeniMax, the people who make it, the games they make, nothing like. I like Doom and all those other ones. I don't really play Bethesda games or anything like that too much, but I almost feel like they're all very American games. Like those weird Japanese games. I kind of feel like Japanese people just know how to make games, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was in their blood or something, where they're just from Nintendo, and
It's just a bigger part of their culture too. I mean,
yeah.
but I know Microsoft has purchased a lot of good developers. They got Bethesda now. They're getting Activision Blizzard. So like Sony's all butthurt about like especially their Activision acquisition because like
Yeah.
oh no, it's not fair because Call of Duty, should be across all platforms, and now it's going to make it so that like it's really bad for the gaming industry and the gaming communities, and it's like shut up, Sony. You doing the same thing with all your games, like
Yeah.
buying Bungie and like getting all these like exclusives and shit, and like they don't, they don't share. Like they buy up these companies, and even though some of these companies like Bungie, they still make Destiny for like Xbox. Sony still gets like exclusive
Yeah.
like cosmetics and weapons and like
And timing.
timing. Yeah. And it's like they're complete hypocrites. That's what I don't like about Sony.
Sony's going into the area of like they're trying to be kind of like Nintendo. They're charging more for their games, and they're like I told Nick, I was like, dude, don't buy a digital version of the PS5 because they don't have a lot of discounts on there. I've noticed it's a lot of it's like they're going the route of Nintendo. I mean, Nintendo, if you go, dude, I don't know, Breath of the Wild is pretty old, but you go into a GameStop and try to buy it, the thing's still like $40 or something like that.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh my god. And they don't have discounts very often. When they do, they're kind of like, I don't know, games that are just kind of like, well, that's fucking old. Like, I don't, like, okay. But I don't know. They're a little stingy with their discounts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
Good push.
I don't know why I don't have a 4B. I thought for sure I had 4B. Yes, I don't.
Let's see. Notice this paper is not the best for blending.
Hoo-wah, hoo-wah, yeah, hoo-wah, yeah.
Sharpen that lid.
So, is there a way to brighten that up?
Brighten what up?
His chest.
Like through
It could
here?
be your phone. It could be the phone too.
Yeah. So I was trying to brighten up the legs a bit too down here, like where the highlights are.
Mm-hmm.
And usually I'll use this marker because um, the zero marker, but like that's what I was saying about the paper earlier. Like it's not the best for this because it leaves. It doesn't do it on that Bristol that I was using, or at least to this degree. But I think because this paper is more porous, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Usually I'll go in with highlights with this zero color marker, which is just a blender marker, but like you can use it to basically lighten up tones. Problem is it's starting to leave this little bit of a line where it kind of soaks in.
You mean like it's almost spreading in a weird way or something?
Yeah, and so when I try to throw in some of these highlights, it works on some spots where like there should be like an edge,
Mm-hmm.
like up here in the chest. If I do it like underneath this chest here, problem is it leaves a little line on the other side too.
Mm.
So I might actually, I got this white charcoal. Like if I take this and go in here instead.
Oh, yeah.
I can kind of take that and
Oh, that's cool.
blend it a little bit. But yeah, it just doesn't work as well on this sketch paper for the that zero marker.
What was that?
Oh, it's just my phone.
Mm.
Well, that's why I said like working with these, like you kind of learn how to correct stuff. Like so, like I wasn't too worried about the highlights on here, even though that marker wasn't blending very well, because like it's like, well, I can just take my charcoal marker or my white charcoal and brighten some stuff up that way.
Yeah, it's a pretty good idea.
Fuck right it is. But yeah, I can get that on the legs too. And it's kind of nice because the charcoal doesn't like, if you just brush it a little bit, it doesn't like, it's not like a complete white. So it almost kind of blends into the color a little bit. Then another thing is this Uni Pasca marker. It's like an acrylic marker pen.
Mm-hmm.
I can kind of do the same thing, but that'll leave like some whiter whites. It's like kind of like some of these spots where the muscles just kind of glistening a little bit. Well done.
You know, my wife thinks burping is more disgusting than farting.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
That is weird.
Like I tell her all the time, I'm like, hun, a fart is air that passes through turds, your fucking everything, and it comes out your anus into the air. and you can get a little bit of, and you can smell it.
Yeah.
Like that's gross to me. Why I just burp? I don't know, but like I could fart all day, and she's just like, "Oh, that's a little stinky." But then when I burp, it's just like, oh, excuse you. You know, it's just like
So appalled.
it's just weird to me.
Colored pencil is another option, by the way.
What do you say? Colored pencil?
Yeah, white colored pencil.
Oh yeah.
Wife will be home with groceries soon. So I'll probably help her with those when she gets here.
What time is it, Coach?
What's that?
What time is it?
Is 11:10.
Really? Wow.
Really. There she is. Okay, I'll be right back.
Gotcha.
No, I think it was worse because of Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, probably. Okay.
Oh, sorry, you still drawing?
Yeah. Fun. Yeah, look at it.
That was the most bendy.
Okay.
I always feel like we eat more than we think we're gonna eat. That was the most bendy one. There were some that were like rock hard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they wouldn't bend at all. Okay.
Yeah. Hopefully the weather isn't super cold.
I haven't looked to see if it's gonna improve though, hopefully.
Faces turn out really good, Ryan.
Yeah, it's getting there. It's kind of. There's definitely some things that I didn't get quite right. I think I didn't quite get the quite get her. Here's the face. I think I could have gone down with it farther. Like it's almost needed to be tucked in a little bit more, you know.
Yeah, I think
Like her lip should have been
I think it's
pulled
the
up a little.
bottom. Yeah, I think it's the bottom lip. Well, I think it's not just, well, they look good, but I think if the lips were brought up a little bit closer to her nose,
Yeah.
you
Give
just-
it. Yeah, that would give it a little bit more of like.
like you're looking at it from more of a downward, I guess, perspective, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. More of an angle.
Yeah.
It'd give that crunched look a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, like it's tapering down from being at such a big angle like that. Still looks good though. Like the rendering's coming out really nice, and it still looks like she's looking down, just not as extreme of an angle.
Mhm. Let's see if I can taper that in without going too crazy on that. Just give it a little bit more crunched.
Got some more lettuce too.
Okay.
I didn't think that was a bad price for that big of a brisket.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay, I got the lasagna thing that Eric talked about.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Ooh, lasagna.
How about you at least try it?
Yeah, might as well.
Because I don't even know that I can make a lasagna for $10.
I brought it up a little bit. I think it helps a little, but not too much. It does kind of. I don't know if I brought it up just to. I need to finish the bottom lip, but God, her bottom lip's so weird because of the lipstick. She's gonna.
What have you been in the freezer downstairs on?
No. If not.
This girl's got a tiny little butt chin. Dude, there was a kid I grew up with in Coffeeville, and man, like I remember just everybody at school was just like, "Oh yeah, you know Logan?" I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Man, he's got a chin, dude." Because he had like a dimple, like right in the middle of his chin, and it was so pronounced, dude. It was like something out of a comic book or something. I almost want to do like some charcoal with this black hair, so I don't spend 20 years trying to. I think with all my graphite I got on the paper, it's not wanting to lay down on it.
Oh yeah. Like when I did that, the charcoal powder, and then graphite. Like one thing that Stan Prokopenko was saying that is like you want to get the charcoal down first, because because of the graphite, it won't go over it well, if at all.
And this paper kind of sucks too. This is that. Newsprint. It is not. Wow. Do I have a Dunkin' pizza, Mama? I do.
Davis been out much?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna go attempt to put this pie bread in the freezer downstairs.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Let's see. We can get this utility belt in. It's going to be tricky with the color, though. It's kind of a olive.
Olive.
Oh, bye-bye. This I might need the sketch pad for.
Whoops. What am I doing? Maybe use this.
Yellow, green, a beige, maybe? Toast. Just a little bit of yellow.
Did you want me to get some of those spicy, spicy bear chicken breast?
Yeah, sure. We can try them out.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, I had the chicken nuggets at Costco.
Okay.
Okay, we're in the Hy-Vee, and I think that is my last stop.
Okay, babe. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Thanks.
Welcome. Bye, love you.
Love you too. All right. Well, I'm going for it. It's gonna get a little
What are you doing?
crazy, Ryan.
Oh my God, I'm ready. Let's get crazy, coach. Crazy in here. I'm ready. Let's get dangerous. Darkwing Duck.
Better watch out, you bad boys. Darkwing Duck.
Man, I used to love that show.
Yeah, I used to watch it all the time. See that? Doesn't that look great?
I was like, why is that green? I was like, am I seeing that right?
Gonna see if I can't make it an olive. Probably throw some gray in there as well to desaturate it a bit. A little bit of yellow. Let's see.
Oh man, there's a whole lot of charcoal. Whole lot of charcoal.
Yeah, maybe went a little too green on that, but oh well. Perhaps go with colored pencil on the belt to add just the little details. Jeez, dude.
Oh boy, howdy. I mean, I don't think that's too bad. I mean, I guess I don't know. I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, I'm seeing it through the computer, and it just looks like brown to me. Do you feel like you put too much green in it? Is that what you said?
Yeah, probably got a little bit too much green in it. It's a little bit saturated there, but wonder if I can. This might help. Whatever. It's fine.
It's okay. What's funny is now that, like the light is a lot better down below on her face. I could actually see where the hair is like kind of wanting to wrap and connect, you know,
Oh yeah.
which I kind of wish I had that detail earlier when I was doing this stuff up here, but it just looks black as hell. Guess that's where it really counts when you have, you know, good lighting. Oh, golly. I guess that's a good difference right there, Coach. The difference between this like Master Touch and Prismacolor is the Prismacolor will lay over the graphite, but just not well, while the Master Touch doesn't even like come close.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where's my cool colors? Here we go. Here we go. Was that sports news?
Yeah. My fantasy football. A horrible losing record this year, but now I'm just going around fucking up people's like really good records when I do win. It's like, fuck yeah. Oh man.
Made another post that we were still streaming. We're still here. 3 hours in.
I shouldn't have went too crazy with this charcoal the way I did, but it's kind of hard to on this paper. It's a little difficult to build up. Yes, I think I need to almost like bring it in even more. I think I really need to concentrate on a little bit more of not so much smudging, but worrying about the line of the shade, if that makes sense. Like really, really worry about making shades with line work. I think that will be kind of a little thing for me to work on. That would be beneficial.
Three.
I'm surprised Nick Schauble hadn't gone on here
Yeah.
and talk some shit. Usually, I mean, he's the type of guy to do that.
Yeah, I know, right?
Hey, you assholes. See you. Oh, man. Oh, Marino. I think today I'm going to buy some, like, I'm going to go online and buy some really, what the hell is going on here? Buy some really, oh, wow, that's really in there. Buy some like 9B or 8B on the mechanical pencil
Yeah.
for the clutch pencils. I should honestly use up my normal pencils first, so maybe I shouldn't do that. But man, it's so much easier to sharpen these ones. It's just so much faster. Gotcha, bitch. Uh, 12:20. Well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and get off here and get some lunch. Get something to eat.
Probably not a bad idea. I haven't had anything to eat yet today.
Does this look no, it's gonna be kind of hard to see. Does that look a little? Well, no, it is. That look a little bit better. It almost looks like I need to tuck in the chin more too.
Yeah,
I think I just made the face a little too
close,
long.
though. It looks pretty good.
Man, it's crazy. Like if you're just a little bit off on small little details, it can really like change.
Yeah, it just throws everything off.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh, that was a nice little drawing session. That was awesome.
Yeah.
I think maybe if I don't have too much going on tonight, I might draw some more tonight. Do another head. Just kind of get in the routine of doing a lot of head, Coach.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even finish the hair, but I can just continue on another sketch. I got some room right here and maybe some room right there. Well, probably not fuck with anything over there. Maybe just right here. So I'm just going to smear all this crap. I'm keeping all my sketch stuff. And just kind of going to, like I said, at the end, you know, we can look back on everything and be like, oh, wow, look how much we've improved.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed we do, neighbor.
Oh, I got some hairs coming down here. Well, all right, Coach. Another successful drawing day. And I'll hit you up if I draw tonight.
Okay.
We got birthday party to kind of do, so.
Yay.
All right, Coach. What I want you to do, Coach, is I want you to think about this special Christmas present I want to get. And I want you to think about it. And anything that you can think about, you're probably not going to come close to.
Okay. I'll try to figure it out.
All right, dude. I'll see you.
All right, man. Later.